Okay, you were locked up for a really long stretch of time in a house, in an apartment for this movie. But also you practically starved yourself. You had carrots and you had coffee and a really bizarre diet. So
not together, but like
but would you say that you had to live out this character, or like, I don't know, die out for this character?
No, I had to like go through a lot for this character, and it was very demanding in nature. I knew it from the very start that I can't really take any shortcut to play Shaurya, my character in Trapped. Like, he's somebody who's stuck without food and water. So as an actor, it's my responsibility to also go through the same process, in order to give you the kind of truth that you would like to see on screen. So I also thought of deciding, like, I decided not to eat and give up my proper meals and food and water. So I was just having a cup of black coffee and a carrot for my lunch and a cup of black coffee later. Like, towards the evening.
Sounds terrible.
Carrot and coffee together doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it sounds a bit disturbing. But so there was a rat on the set, and do you also fear rats, or is it only
no, I'm not scared of rats, but of course I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah.
I get a little uncomfortable in their presence. Yeah.
And did they train this rat?
Yeah, it was a trained rat.
It was trained. Yeah. Okay, has it been used in any other film?
I'll have to ask him. Let me Google that rat and let me go to his IMDb page.
Because clearly, like, he's a star, right? No, but what is it? Okay, so more importantly, less comically, what does it take to be the only person on the screen for long stretches of time?
I don't know. I never actually saw this film as I will be the only person on screen throughout. I just saw this film because I really liked the story. I really liked the whole process of somebody who's stuck in a high-rise apartment for like so many days. And then Vikram Motwani himself, I'm a big fan of him. I've always wanted to work with him since Udan. And then for me to get a chance to work with him and on a story like this is like a double celebration.
So you basically got excited that, okay,
yeah, I was thrilled.
Yeah, I'm doing this. What would you say is your unique selling point, your USP as an actor?
I think people probably can connect to what I play. They feel that I am one of them. Not sure if it's true, but I think that's probably the thing that people love watching my performances for.
You'd say you fit into like ordinary people's shoes, or?
Yeah, I think I can show them. I can show them reality on screen.
Yeah, most of your characters have been sort of like that, and you just in an interview before this mentioned that you're trying to also break away from that typecast sort of a
I think it's just happening on its own. I'm not really consciously trying, but like kind of films I'm getting, so after like a couple of these films, Newton and Trapped, there's Bareli Ki Barfi, there's Behan Hogi Teri, which are light-hearted fun films, unlike Trapped or Omerta.
Okay, so but is that something you consciously want to turn to, or is that something
somewhere, but not really. I was not dying to do a commercial film because I had to do it. Like, even like these two films, Behan Hogi Teri and Bareli Ki Barfi, are very content-driven films. There's a very they have got wonderful stories and really fascinating characters in it. So that's of course always been the reason for me to say yes to any of my films.
Okay,
story,
but you also mentioned a third film, which is Newton. Could you tell us a little bit about that? Because I think that's
Newton,
I mean, audiences for Trap would probably be.
Yes, of course. Newton is a black comedy. It's a dark humor film. We just won an award, a very big award at Berlin Film Festival, which is one of the most prestigious film festivals in the world. And now we're in Tribeca Film Festival, which is again a very big festival. So it's a very different film. It's very sweet in nature. It's very Indian. Something which we have. Which was missing from our Indian screens for a long time now. So I think we'll get that India ki khushbu in Newton.
He changes his name to Newton, right?
Yes, he's actually called Nutan Kumar.
Newton.
But he was kind of embarrassed of his name, Nutan Kumar, so he thought of changing it to Newton Kumar. Yeah.
Newton Kumar. Yeah. Okay. Does it also have that little sort of accent, Newton?
No, he's a guy from Raipur, from Chhattisgarh.
Okay. So what's your personal research that goes into characters like these?
It depends. Actually, it totally depends on the kind of film I'm doing. Like for Trapped, of course, I had to work on my character sketch and like what kind of guy he is. Like when you'll see the film, I hope you'll see the film, and you have to see the film.
Of course, I will see the film.
So you'll see like he's a very different guy. He's a little shy in nature. He's very sweet, very simple. Like your guy next door. Like probably you've seen guy like
Guy stuck
like
next
Shaurya.
door.
Yeah, guy stuck next door. Yeah, guy like Shaurya around you. So so he's like that. And then of course once you're stuck in the apartment, then of course there's no like I can't rehearse too much. I can't plan my performance. So I had to be in the moment and live every moment truthfully, like with every day progressing.
So did you also put yourself in enclosed spaces?
Yes, I was very aloof from everyone. I was in a very isolated space, and already I was not eating. So that whole physical transformation and that mental frustration was already there.
But that's a lot of work. But would you say that this is the hardest amount of, like this is the maximum amount of work you've put in for a character, or was there any other
Yeah, I
character
think
that comes to
definitely.
mind?
No, definitely. Shaurya has been my most challenging part till date.
Yeah.
I've never ever attempted something like this for any of my characters.
Yeah, and you had to hold the film on your own. So.
But as I said earlier, I was not thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was just playing my part. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How was this film explained to you?
No, he just told me about this. He just told me the whole story in one idea, like one line actually, the whole idea.
That
There's one guy stuck in an apartment without food and water and electricity for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You want to do it? I said, yes, I'm doing it.
Yeah, but then it's also it's a long film. It's not a very short film for the theme.
Yeah, it's 100 minutes.
And honestly, when you describe this film and when I look at the trailer, that's about it, right? Like the first thought that comes to one's mind, that okay, that's the story. We know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So how do you keep the audience's interest intact?
I think that's where his genius,
yeah,
come to rescue the film. Like people who have seen the film, Vikram, my director's genius.
Yeah.
I think he's kept it very engaging, very entertaining, funny at points. So I think people who are expecting that it's only about this one guy stuck in an apartment, no, there's a lot more to it. It starts with a love story. It's very thrilling in nature, and it's something which we have never ever seen on Indian screen before. It's of course his struggle to survive, but this kind of experience, somebody who's stuck right in the middle of the city, has never been done before anywhere in the world.
So would you say dark humor attracts you? I mean, there are two films that you just mentioned that seem to have that in common.
This is not probably as dark as the humor in Trapped is not as dark as the one in Newton.
Okay.
Like it's very real. It's very relatable. The humor in Trapped. It's from the life. Like comedy in life is very unexpected. Probably we sometimes can laugh on somebody else's mysteries. Being human, we do that.
Yeah.
So I think the kind of comedy we have in Trapped is on those lines.
Is on those lines. Okay. Yeah. What is that last sort of final checkbox for you when you pick a role? Because your roles have been so varied. I mean, honestly, your audiences here on this also would probably be more intrigued by you because of the kind of roles you pick. I would imagine. So I really want to know that what is that last thing that you like? This has to be.
For me, it has always been the story. Everything revolves around the story. If a story excites me as an actor, I think I just want to do it. And of course, then comes like, what am I contributing to that story? What's my part in it? And who's directing it and who's producing it? Like in case of Trapped, it was very easy. It was such a wonderful story.
Yeah.
I think any sensible actor would just
jump at
left down to
opportunity.
do this film. And then Vikram Motwani was directing it, so there was no point of any second thought.
Also, it will probably be aesthetic,
Yeah,
I mean, this is also kind of aesthetic. We always see aesthetics as what is beautiful, but this is very much,
of course.
Do you think it is easier for a male actor, especially in commercial cinema, and you said that you're identifiable, the people like you because they are identifiable as somebody they've met or somebody they know. Is it easier for a man to do that than a woman in commercial cinema? To look a certain way?
No, I think times are changing now.
Yeah?
Like look at Kangana, Deepika or Alia or so many of them. The kind of performances they are giving with is somewhere similar to and also the writing has changed. I think people are writing really amazing parts for women in an industry, for female actors in an industry. So I think that's definitely changing now. Like when I saw Tanu's Manu, And I saw that Datto's character. I knew I was living. I'm from Haryana, Gurgaon, and
Yeah.
I've seen people like that, like girls like Datto all around. I was a sports enthusiast.
Yeah.
So I've seen. I like. Oh, I know this girl. I've seen her in that stadium
Absolutely,
running,
yeah.
doing her athletic stunts and everything. So I think it's changing. Even female actors are so wonderful. Like especially now at this point of time.
And they are pushing for better roles.
Yeah,
themselves.
absolutely.
But would you say that a film like Trapped would work with a woman, single woman?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course. I think it would be very interesting to see actually.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody will remake it with the girl.
Okay.
I'm just throwing out
So
ideas, manifesting it to the universe. Yeah.
okay. So yeah, what do you think is going to work for Trapped eventually?
I think the story, the whole experience of seeing this journey is very fascinating. and
Vikram
it's
said
very
it's because
relatable.
you're at the edge of your seat when you're watching it.
Yes, that's the kind of response we've been
Yeah.
getting from a lot of our screenings,
Yeah.
and the kind of reviews have started pouring in, and touch wood, we're getting some really fab reviews. So I think the story and the kind of experience people will have while watching it.
Okay. All the very best. I
Thank
will
you.
watch it. I will watch
Thanks a lot.
it.
Yes.
Confirm that.
Thank you.